Earlier this year, I spoke about the adultification and the sexualization of celebrity children. This is me thinking that my work was somewhat done because that video had amassed at least 15,000 views. I know someone will be like 15,000 views according to YouTube standards is not that many of a view. But if someone had called me and was like, Joe, there are 15,000 people that will be in this hall tomorrow and I need you to give an essay to this topic, I would naturally think that my message had gone to the right people. But apparently it hasn't, and it did not. Because fast forward 9 months later, the month of September, most people, they've not gotten my message. I'm speaking about teenagers in the media because where is everybody running to? One day, I hope to be a mom to a very beautiful girl. I don't want her thinking that there's anything wrong with herself when she's going through puberty. I don't want her growing up thinking that it's okay to skip the twin phase. Now, it's either you're a child or you're an adult. What happened to the teenagers? What happened between age 11 to age 19 even? What? Before we go into this topic, this discussion was inspired by Queen Chioma, whose channel I love so much because she says so many unpopular opinions that resonate with me. She recently did an essay on Tati Chanel, and before watching Chioma's video, I knew nothing about Tati Chanel. After I have watched that video, I'm like, yeah, I have to do my own version because there's just so much to unpack. So before we go further, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Joe, and on this channel I just speak about anything I want to speak about, whether they are viral or not. So if you love video commentary, this is a channel for you. Kindly like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, anyone, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your non-binary friend, your gender neutral friend. You're not going to regret it. Ask everybody subscribe. So that being said, let's get straight into the word for today. So the word for today is, our presence is a gift to the world. Embrace your uniqueness. Our presence is a gift to the world. Embrace your uniqueness. If you ask me, this is literally the best word of the day in relation to what we are speaking about today, because in case you did not know, my word of the days, they are not planned and they are from my journal. So if you want to purchase my journal, link is in the description box. So now, let's get straight into the video. So today's essay will mainly focus on how teens are no longer children and how the Baddie's aesthetic has trickled down from the times of Black China and Amber Rose to this new generation of children, especially the Gen Zs. This essay is divided into parts, so we'll start with part 1. Part 1. Before the Baddie aesthetic. The way young people, especially girls, are being portrayed in the entertainment industry is a topic that deserves our attention and our care. The issue of sexualization and adultification has been around for quite some time. For instance, back in 1930s, child stars like Shirley Temple, they found themselves in some pretty questionable situations for the sake of entertainment. Can you believe that at just 3 years old, she played an exotic dancer in a bar for soldiers? Even before social media became a big part of our life, children in the industry, they were often dressed in revealing outfits or they were featured in mature content, which presented them as older than they really are. This brings us to the concept of adultification. Adultification is basically a scenario where kids are being treated as if they are much older, and these children, they take on the responsibilities and the expectations that aren't appropriate for their age. As people in the society, it is very, very important for us to recognize that this kind of pressure can have lasting effect on young people's mental health and also their development. Many former stars, they've come out and they've shared their experiences, and they've also highlighted the challenges that they faced while trying to navigate an industry that sometimes pushes them into uncomfortable situations. In my video about the sexualization and the adultification of celebrity children, I pointed out examples of those celebrities who've come out to say how them being adultified when they were younger has really affected their mental health. With the rise of social media, these issues, they become even more complex. Young people are now under even greater scrutiny, which can make them more vulnerable to unrealistic standards and unwanted attention. While there are some laws in place to protect child actors and child influencers, many believe that these measures they need to be strengthened to ensure their safety and their well-being. There is a growing movement calling for a shift in how we view and treat young performers, young influencers, young celebrities, focusing on their rights as minors rather than just seeing them as mere commodities for entertainment. Some key examples of my points include child actors being cast in mature roles or storylines beyond their years, young celebrities or young performers wearing revealing or sexualized outfits, marketing campaigns that present child stars as miniature adults, and social media content that features minors in provocative poses or situations. Part 2. The rise of the Baddie aesthetic. The Baddie aesthetic became a popular trend on social media, especially Instagram, around 2014-2015. During my research, I actually found out that there is something called the National Baddie Day. Yeah, but basically the style in the Baddie aesthetic is known for its bold and confident look that features curvy features, striking makeup, and provocative clothing. While this aesthetic kind of promoted body positivity to some extent, it also raised concerns about the sexualization of young women and the unrealistic beauty standards that is set for these young people in the society. Several celebrities they've helped to popularize this Baddie aesthetic during this time. For example, Kim Kardashian was a major influence because she came up with BBL. Her BBL was just sitting on her legs like they were so big. She's also known as the Queen of Contour because she came up with expert makeup skills. She was very daring with her outfit, and her sister followed suit like Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner, this is during the King Kylie era where she changed her appearance just to adopt a more mature and sensual style that many young people really wanted to emulate. This was also the time where she filled her lips and people were doing the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. During this time, we also have Amber Rose. Amber Rose and Black China, I just believe that they are the pioneer of this whole Baddie aesthetic, and we'll come to them soon. In overview, Amber Rose, she is often seen as the pioneer of this look because during those times, Amber Rose, she was known for her bold fashion choices, her confident attitude, while Black China, she also played a very important role as well, especially within the hip-hop culture. Black China, we know she's naturally curvy, but obviously she got lipo shots. She was known for her curvy feature, her dramatic makeup, and who remember when Black China used to have dimple piercing? I'm not gonna lie, even when I was young around that time, I didn't like those piercings. They looked so tacky. Like, I don't know if you people like it. Personally, I didn't like it, the dimple piercing. I didn't like it. I just thought they were tacky, but I'm so glad that she took them off. But yeah, so she had the whole dimple piercing. Like, Black China and Amber Rose, they were best friends. Like, you would not see one without the other. So now let's go into the music scene. We have Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, she made a very significant impact with her daring fashion choices and her exaggerated curves. And who remember when Nicki Minaj dropped Anaconda? That song at that time was very controversial. Everybody had a lot to say because people had not seen a female musician or a female rapper being that confident releasing such music videos like that. Even though Cardi B's own came a bit later, she captured many elements of this Baddie look, and this also helped to solidify its popularity. So this Baddie aesthetic trend, it quickly gained momentum and it inspired various fashion trends, various makeup tutorials. Those days your eyebrows had to be thick, it had to be big, it had to be bold. If you're not doing cut crease, then are you even doing makeup? If your lipstick wasn't matte, are you even doing makeup? If your highlight was not showing somewhere in Scotland while you're in London, are you even doing makeup? What was lip gloss? Lip gloss was seen as an outcast. If you're not using the matte lipstick, are you even doing makeup? Are you even doing makeup? Are you? This Baddie aesthetic was associated with flawless makeup, trendy outfits, and a very confident attitude that encouraged people to embrace their unique beauty. However, the rise of the Baddie aesthetic wasn't without controversy. Critics they pointed out that this body aesthetic often promoted an overly sexualized image that could be very concerning for younger audiences. There were also worries about the pressure that it puts on women to conform to specific body types and beauty standards that might be unrealistic to many. Before I go further, I want to use this opportunity to say that I am not against plastic surgery. I'm not against whatever you want to do with your body. I am pro autonomy, whatever you want to do with your body. If you want to go under the knife, you want to do BBL, you want to do boob lift, do it. Like, I am not, I'm all for body autonomy, whatever you want to do. My own is that hopefully you're doing it for yourself. Hopefully you're not doing it because your favorite celebrity went under the knife. Hopefully you're not doing it because your boyfriend says, oh, you don't look like this is what I like, and you're going to risk yourself, even though you know deep down within you that is not what you want. Hope if you're going under the knife, you're going under the knife for you. First of all, I personally believe that if you want to go under the knife, you have to work on yourself first, because if you have low self-esteem and you go under the knife to change a particular thing about your body that you do not like, you will keep going to the doctor. Personally, that's what I believe. If you love yourself so much and you're very fulfilled with who you are, and you still want to go under the knife to get a big bump, when the result is out, you would love it so much, because literally you're very fulfilled with yourself. But if you have like low self-esteem and you've not built your inner self, whatever you do outside is still going to feel unsatisfactory. Is that the word? It's still going to feel unsatisfactory, and you're still going to be unsatisfied with the result because you're not satisfied with who you are inside. That's my personal take. Do it for you. Don't do it because your favorite celebrity is doing it. Don't do it because of this. Don't do it because of that. Does that make sense? So let's continue. Like I earlier said, Blac Chyna and Amber Rose, to me, they were the early trendsetters in the Baddie look before it just became popular. And they grabbed many people's attention with how bold they came out to be. Them, Blac Chyna and Amber Rose, they were exotic dancers, they were in music videos. That's literally how most people knew them. And then before we knew it, we saw them on the red carpet, because obviously Blac Chyna was dating Tiger, Amber Rose was dating Wiz Khalifa. So obviously if they're on the red carpet, they'll bring their significant other. These women, like I said, they started as exotic dancers and they used their looks and their personality to become famous. Embraced a very sexy image that challenged the usual beauty standards, but also focus a lot on their look. And their friendship and their matching appearances made them even more influential in the pop culture, because you could not see Blac Chyna without Amber Rose. They were the best friends. They were the it girls at that time. You just had to be there to know. So while they promoted body positivity for curvier women, they also set a very unrealistic body standard. And because they set this unrealistic standard, they put so much pressure on women to also change their look. So during the early times of BBL and cosmetic surgery, everywhere you turned, you would see someone with a big ass. So then I was back at home in Nigeria, and there was a plastic surgeon that had come to Lagos, and he was relatively affordable, like 1 million naira, 1.5. And I can remember saying, oh my god, if I had the money, I would have gone under the knife. I said, I was like, if I had the money, I would get my ass done. But thank God I didn't have the money personally, first of all. And thank God I didn't go under the knife, because I just realized that you can actually build your behind in the gym. You can build your behind in the gym and you will get the results you want. During that time, I had low self-esteem and things like that. I just needed to change things about myself. I did not like myself. I wasn't happy with myself. And now, if I decide, oh, I want to go under the knife, I'm going under the knife because I know, okay, I have done the inner work. Obviously, healing is not linear. Healing is, up and down. But to some extent, I'm better than how I was like 7-10 years ago. So because I've done the inner work on myself, and if I want to go under the knife, I'm going on the knife because it's what I want, not because my favorite celebrity looks this way and I want to achieve that same look. Also, another video I would like you guys to watch is the death of Kylie. I expanded on how cosmetic surgery has damaged the society, especially young people, and how people get influenced by celebrities, and influencers. So if you want to watch that, I did an extensive commentary on that. So back to the topic. After Black China and Amber Rose came up with their own aesthetic, the Kajana family, especially Kim and Kylie, they made the Baddie look more mainstream. So obviously the Kardashians and the Jenners, they had a very huge social media following. So with their huge social media and TV show, they just made this style more accessible to everyone. They showed off key parts of the look like heavy makeup, tight clothing, and them being confident on Instagram and also in public. People, they've come out and they criticized the Kardashians for taking elements from black culture in the body style. This included hairstyles like cornrows, which were often seen as ghetto on black women but trendy on the Kardashians. The Kardashians, they also used their fame to sell products related to the body look, from makeup to clothes. Literally, they were the definition of cultural appropriation. That is why some people, especially most Black Americans, they do not like when people from other races do braids and do cornrows, because it's seen as ghetto when a Black person does it. And some organizations, they do not even like it. They're like, wear your wigs, wear a bust down wigs. While some, they are like, they see you like you're tattered. Even like dreadlocks now is becoming acceptable, but there was a time that it wasn't acceptable. Even someone who is from Nigeria, I remember when I was in school, there was a guy who had dreadlocks, and his parents came to say this is who he is and everything, and he wasn't allowed in school. He wasn't allowed because hairstyles like that, they're associated with dirt, they're associated with ghetto-ness, it's seen as ghetto. So Kardashian and Jenner's, they did it whenever they want to, and then they made it more mainstream, and they kind of packaged it and sold it to their massive audience. So because they sold it to their massive audience, they made it very easy for fans to copy the style. This often sets trends and changing ideas about beauty and style. While the Kardashians did not invent the body look, they made it much more popular. However, one can argue that this has watered down the style's original cultural meaning, and it has also promoted unrealistic beauty standards. I won't speak about the person that I want to speak about without speaking about Ari Fletcher and Jada Wader. Ari Fletcher and Jada Wader, they became important figures in the body culture, especially around the mid-2010s. And these two people, they helped in shaping a new version of this style and this lifestyle. They show how social media has changed fashion, has changed beauty, and also personal branding. Ari Fletcher, she became known through her relationship with rapper Moneybagg Yo, and I've forgotten the other person. But then she quickly became a popular social media influencer and also a businesswoman. She leveraged her social media following to become a businesswoman, and her whole look just captured the modern body aesthetic and the modern body style. She used her Instagram following to start her own extension company. Next is Jada Wader. She became famous through her relationship with Lil Baby, the rapper. And like Ari, Jada, she turned her social media fame into a successful business with her own clothing line and her own company. Both women, they just represent a new type of body that mixes glamour, business, and social media. They're also known for their dramatic makeup, their long wigs, their tight clothing. They're known for showing off their curves and showing off their luxury accessories. Ari and Jada, they became role models to the younger people's body style. However, their fame has also brought criticisms, because some people have said that this glamorous lifestyle that they show on social media can create unrealistic expectations for the younger fans or the younger people who look up to them or who are following them. And these younger people might not even realize how much of this lifestyle is being staged. And they've also been both faced in controversies, including rumors about plastic surgery and criticisms of their personal relationships and their business decisions. Part 3, the new age baddies. In this section, I'll focus on one person. Actually, I lied. I'll focus on two people. And the main person I want to discuss wouldn't be complete without mentioning the second person that I want to discuss. So as I earlier mentioned in this video, my inspiration came from Queen Chioma, who spoke about Tati Chanel. And while I was listening to her, the person I immediately thought of to compare Tati Chanel to was Daniel Cohn. Tati Chanel and Daniel Cohn, they are two young influencers who have become well known in the Baddie culture on social media, and their stories just shine a light on some troubling trends about how quickly young people seem to grow up in the spotlight. First of all, let's start with Tati Chanel. So Tati Chanel, she's just 18 years and she's from Florida. She gained popularity as an Instagram model where she showcases outfits that fit the trendy Instagram body. However, what's particularly concerning is how much she's changed at such a very young age. There are claims that Tati underwent a BBL when she was only 15 years old, allegedly, and this type of surgery is typically performed on adults, and this raises very serious questions about body issues among teenagers and the ethics of doctors who perform such procedures. As body autonomous as I am, I would not allow my child to go under the knife at the age of 15. Like, can your child experience puberty? Is that a crime? Minus that, what of the risk involved? Like, BBL is the deadliest cosmetic surgery in the world. So would you close your eyes for your child to be on that table at the age of 15? And secondly, who is the doctor that agreed to touch your child? Are you not scared of losing your job, losing your license? Don't you respect the amount of years you put into being a doctor, that you want to put your job on the line by doing a BBL for someone who just started puberty? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, what if something had happened? What if things had gone left? What would have happened? You would have lost your license over £1,000, obviously, over a few $1,000s or a few £1,000, I don't know. Adding to the controversy, Tati, she's currently dating a 27-year-old rapper named Boston Richie. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know any song of his. Maybe I've heard the song, but like, I don't know anything about him. I don't know any song of his. And Tati, she just turned 18. But I'm going to shock you guys. This significant age gap has sparked a lot of discussions, especially since rumors suggest that their relationship began when Tati was underage. So allegedly, it's been allegedly, that Tati started dating this rapper when she was 16 years, 17 years. And this situation has led to accusations of grooming, which refers to manipulating a minor for a sexual relationship. Many people, they find it very concerning that Tati seems to be influenced by personalities like Ari Fletcher and Jada Weda, because these people, they often flaunt their lifestyles filled with revealing clothing, partying, and cosmetic enhancement. So people think that Tati, she's getting this inspiration from them, especially Ari Fletcher. This attempt to imitate this lifestyle at a very young age just highlights just how powerful social media can be for impressionable teens. That's why I'm like, if I have a daughter, I don't want her to rush into adulthood. I want her to experience every version and every cringeness that comes with puberty. I want her to grow up and reminisce about when she was younger. When I was a teen, I wanted to grow up so quickly. I wanted to be an adult. Now I'm an adult, I'm like, okay, what next? So imagine experiencing adulthood as a teen. When you're an adult, what next? Really? What next? So the timing that Boston Richie confirmed their relationship was when Tati had just turned 18 years. And obviously, this raised so many eyebrows because people just wanted to know if these intentions were genuine or if something more troubling is going on. And to make matters even complicated, Boston Richie, has a tattoo of Tati's middle name on his arm, which many see as a public declaration of their relationship despite the age difference. Personally, I do not believe in tattooing your significant other's body on you, because from what I have seen, things go left after that. So I would rather either tattoo myself, my name on me. It's only my name that I have on me. I don't have any other person's name tattooed on me, because it's only me that I had on me and I cannot break up with myself. But yeah, Tati's mom, because I know you will be wondering if she had a BBL at 15, where's her mom and where's her dad? Tati's mom's response to all of this is also very concerning. She appears very, very defensive and reluctant to discuss the age gap between her daughter and Richie, which suggests that she might be ignoring potential issues just for the sake of fame or financial gain. When she was speaking about it, she came out and be like, oh, I'm a Capricorn. I personally, I'm a Capricorn too. Like, I was born in January. Like, I am a January Capricorn. And if you know anything about January Capricorns, we love our money and we don't even like play. I, as a Capricorn, I would not exploit my child and come out and say I'm a Capricorn. I would never exploit my child because I'm a Capricorn. That's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard. That is the dumbest excuse, because if Boston Richie wasn't rich, you would not approve of their relationship.
Tatiana Chanel's mom has finally entered the chat to address everybody that has been harassing her about the situation between Boston Richie and Tatiana Chanel. Now, if you guys don't know, a quick little recap. Basically, Boston Richie is 26, about to be 27 next month, and he has been basically messing with Tatiana Chanel on the low since she was at least 17 years old. Now, a lot of you out there are saying that they've been messing around at least at 16. I can't confirm that, but what I can confirm is there are photos that show that they have been at least at the same place at the same time while she was at least 17 years old. And then once she turned 18, he posted her to an Instagram story, which let everybody know that he could not wait to post her when she was actually of age. And outside of that, again, people have been having a whole conversation about that. Now, here's what the mom had to say, and honestly, I'm really not that surprised, to be honest with you. But she goes on to say, y'all old so pressed about my daughter, y'all weird as F. Stay out my DMs. I blocked y'all a million times. Y'all keep making fake pages just to contact me. You're weird. If I don't reply to you or even acknowledge you, it's because clearly you're a nobody and I don't care about anything you're saying. Y'all know absolutely nothing about me, and damn sure don't know anything about my daughter. I damn sure ain't gonna clear nothing up. Y'all so pressed. What is the real issue? Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all really take the time out of y'all day to actually find my profile because my name is nowhere on here, and reach out to the mother of a famous model for what? You don't think that's weird? Nothing you say will ever matter. Remember that I'm a Capricorn, baby. I'm a effing goat. But I'm gonna say it again, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Now, I'm not really surprised. At the end of the day, the mom clearly has no issue with it. She didn't address it at all, really. And so who are we to really have an opinion on it? But regardless, I do understand too that this is a morality versus legality argument, because yes, he did not do anything legally wrong, even if he was messing with her around 17 or whatever the case may be. I don't know what state they reside in, but I'm pretty sure for most states it's around 16, 17 years old of age of consent. So legally, did he do anything wrong? No. But did he do something wrong morally? I believe so. Again, morals are subjective. I personally look at it like, look, dude, you could have had any woman in the world. Why did you pick the one that is still in high school, the one you're still waiting to become of age, one that's not even old enough to vote at the time, not even old enough to drink? Why do you want that one? And so that's how I look at it. Notice too that I always put the blame on him because he's the older person in this party. Obviously she's going to be looking at it like, damn, I got the juice, I could pull all of these older dudes, so she's never going to look at it as a negative. She's just going to look at it like, damn, I got all these old ass dudes on my bumper. Secondly, I'm also looking at it as a money thing. There's a whole lot of nuance with this as well. Like, would she still be interested in this dude? Would the mom still be okay with this dude if she was just a regular degular girl in high school and he was just a regular degular dude working at Publix? Would she still be okay with this dude messing with her daughter? And I personally have a hard time believing that she would. I just truly believe that this is all money driven. I personally believe that. I definitely think that. That's just my personal opinion. However, I really don't give a damn about Boston Richie for y'all to be like, oh, why are you worried about what the next man's doing or who he's effing or whatever. I really personally don't care. I promise y'all I really don't. I'm just a neutral blog page that just gives y'all the news. And at the end of the day, I do a pretty goddamn good job at it. Now, at the end of the day, y'all can continue to speculate, say what y'all want to say, but clearly it's not going to change the mom's viewpoint on it.
This behavior reminds me of other famous cases where parents have managed their children's careers and relationship in very questionable ways. For example, Kris Jenner managing Kylie Jenner's career even before she turned 18. And obviously, part of this included rumors about Kylie dating Tiger when she was just 17 years old. Relationship between Tati and Boston Richie also raises very ethical questions, because people have come out to say state of Florida, age of consent is 16 years. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. What of the moral ethic? What of the moral thing? Most girls don't start their period till they are 12. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 years. And then you're already in a relationship with someone 10 years older than you. That's so cringeworthy. Even if it's legal in some places, it does not make it morally right. And who gave such rule? Because I think even in the UK, age of consent is age 16, but then you're legal when you're 18 years. I don't understand. The age difference just creates an unfair power dynamic. This situation is just part of a larger problem, especially in the entertainment industry, where young women are often pushed into adult situations before they're even ready. And this could include things like underage plastic surgery or inappropriate relationship with much older individuals. Sometimes parents even encourage this kind of behavior, which can set their kids up to be taken advantage of in various ways. These experiences, they just have long-lasting negative effects on young women, and this leads to issues like burnout or mental health struggles by their early 20s. This is a cycle that just seems to repeat itself with each new generation of young people that emerges. While it's easy for outsiders to judge the situation harshly, we need to recognize that some families might view these opportunities as a way out of tough financial situations. However, we can't also overlook the potential harm that comes from exposing young people to these pressures too soon. As a society, we need to engage in serious conversations about how we can better protect these young people in the entertainment industry, and also hold accountable those who exploit these children for their own personal gain. It's very crucial that we create an environment where young people, where young influencers can thrive without facing undue pressures or harm. That brings us to Danielle Cohn. So like I said initially, this case is very similar to Danielle Cohn's case. I remember when there was a lot of controversy around her name. T channels especially, they were always speaking about her during her peak and how she was inherently exploited by her mom. Danielle Cohn is a young social media star who has gained a lot of attention, but her rise to fame has also raised serious concern. It's very, very unclear exactly how old she is, and many people believe that she is younger than she portrays onto the internet. Before I go further, let's go back to Tati. So obviously, Tati, even according to famous birthdays, Tati is 18, but her boyfriend Boston Richie came out saying that Tati is 23 years. If she's 23 years, she will not write on her cake legal, because the only reason why she write on her cake legal is if she just turned 18 or if she turned 21, and 21 legal, so now you could drink alcohol, and 18 legal, that means now you're an adult according to the law. So you cannot write legal when you're 23. So I don't know who you're deceiving. Do I look like Boo the Fool? So now let's go back to Danielle Cohn. Nobody knows exactly how old Danielle Cohn is. There was a time her father came out to say that she was born 2006, but her mom keeps saying she was born 2004. So if she was born 2004, I think now she'll be 20 years. Hopefully, I'm correct with that. And this discrepancy has led to a lot of speculations and a lot of controversy about her age and the content that she shares online. So Danielle, she first became popular on the app Musically, and since then she just built a very massive following on platforms like TikTok, where she has over 15 million followers, and Instagram, where she has like around 4.7 million followers. Despite her youth, much of her content is considered inappropriate for somebody her age, especially the age she was around that time. Critics, they've come out to argue that Danielle is being exploited by her mom, Jennifer. Her mom also manages her social media account and also manages her career. And many people believe that Jennifer is misrepresenting Danielle's age just to allow her to date older boys and work with brands that cater to adults. This situation even became much more complicated when Danielle started dating a 17-year-old influencer, Mikey Toa, or Mikey Toa, I think it's Mike. Is it Mikey or Mickey? Some sources said that he was 18 at that time, because I can remember when they were trending. We'll get to that. So when news about Danielle's true age surfaced, Mikey's mom took control of his social media and also publicly stated that they are no longer in support of their relationship due to the age difference.
We go up to give her medical information. So this is where it begins. They ask her age.
Yeah. Okay. And the answer?
And the answer was
13.
13,
right?
No. No.
No.
So you were 15. So she was 13. Yeah, so she was 13.
I remember it saying it on the break.
Yes.
So she said she was 12 or 13.
Well, no, that's what her mom had told. The mom had
told the doctors that.
Yeah, the mom had told the doctors basically that she was born in 2004.
And you overheard this?
I was right there.
And also it printed out like
on
her bracelet.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything. So this is where the manipulation started, because now I always look back at that moment.
She ended up posting it too.
Yes, and that moment always sticks in my mind, because people are like, Katie, how could you have not noticed? You meet people all over and they're like, as a mom, you should have been able to notice these things. And, people always want to blame someone, right? And it's fine. But I'm like, if you had been in some of the in the situations that I had been in with this family, you would have believed it too, because no mom would ever put their child in harm's way.
Right.
And for this particular injury, giving her proper age was absolutely necessary to her healing.
Surgery could have been involved.
It was scary.
Got it.
And so that moment always sticks in my mind, and I was right there for the whole entire thing. So.
But they're not dating at this time.
Nope.
You're just a bystander.
We were just
and a fucking party of it, apparently.
Right. Well, and obviously that. So Daniel was sitting in the center of the back seat, and.
No seatbelt on, and my arm was wrapped around her, and I literally it happened in slow motion. She was flying out the windshield.
And
I grabbed, ripped her back into the seat, and then she hit her head, and she also had a concussion. Wow. She hit her
and when I showed up at the accident, I knew right then and there. I knew that my son was going to date her.
So you saved her life in that moment. Basically, yeah.
If you would have seen them together in that moment, I don't know.
So basically, Danielle came, I think she was saying she was 15 years and Mikey was either 17 or 18, and they were in a very public relationship. So there was a video or a picture of them where Danielle pretended to be pregnant and Mikey kissed her belly. I'm just saying from the top of my head what I can remember when it was trending. Her dad got pissed off, and her dad was like, why is her mom exploiting her? And her dad was like, Danielle is just 13. She's not 15, and she's telling people this girl was born 2006 and she wasn't born 2004. He also followed up with birth certificates, and people also did their own investigation, and they went on Facebook and saw when Danielle's mom had given birth to Danielle, and on her arm, hopefully I'm correct, I think I have to research that because I'm just saying it at the top of my head, but I can remember when it was trending during that time when her dad came and was talking. So on her hospital band, Danielle was born on the 3rd of March. Was it 7th of March 2006, not 2004, and it was literally on the hospital band. And people were like, Danielle was actually born 2006, not 2004. And even on Google, then it said that her age was 13 years, but that time she was not 13, she was 11. So after that, it just disappeared. So people didn't really know how old Danielle was, because she came into the limelight when she was just 11 years. Her mom has been exploiting her when she was allegedly, I have to use that word strongly, allegedly 11. She came into the limelight when she was allegedly 11 years.
time,
Watch
many
this.
people found baby photos of Danielle from her grandmother's Flickr account, which is now deleted. This particular photo of Jennifer caught the public's attention. People noticed a date on Jennifer's wristband, 3706. Other photos on the Flickr account were named 37-2006. 37 is March 7th, which is Danielle's birthday. The only difference is the year, 2006 instead of 2004.
This girl is 14. She is not 16. Change this.
Listen, I don't know if I'm just stupid, but it has been like years, and to this day, I still do not know how old Danielle Cohn is. Dude, like, for years, I've been hearing people say she was 13, 15, 17. Dude, I even hear some people say she's in her 20s. And it's like, how fucking old is she? Like, I don't know. Like, and, like, I see stuff that, like, confirms her age, but, like, nothing ever adds up to be fully, like, 100% confirmed. Like, someone will, like, be like, oh, we finally found out how old she is, and then new stuff will come out, and then it will be like, oh, she wasn't actually that age, she's actually this age. So, like, dude, how old is she? Like, dude, if you look her up on Google, even Google doesn't fucking know how old she is, dude. Like, her age, I think, at this point, will just forever be a mystery. I'm pretty sure she said multiple times how old she is, but then there's always people that are like, no, she's not that old. And, like, I don't know, like, stuff adds up, so it looks like she might be lying. But at this point, like, I don't even really care. I'm just fucking curious as hell, because it's like, it's been, what, 4 or 5 years, and her age has, like, never been fully confirmed? I don't know, dude. That shit's crazy.
Obviously, Danielle should come out to say that whatever she puts out is her putting it out, that her mom does not control her mom doesn't force her to do all these types of things. But there's literally been video of her mom coming out to saying there's no difference between my child posting all these pictures on social media and you going to the beach and seeing a child in bikini. Yeah, her mom actually said that.
In a BuzzFeed article from 2018, she's quoted saying, "Besides doing Musical.ly videos in her room, she doesn't wear her outfits in public all the time. She has good grades, we don't go out much, we go to the movies, she's a very innocent girl."
Anywhere, like you could go to the beach, you could go to the water park, and there's gonna be a person who thinks like that. You know, that's watching people.
Look,
so how is it any different from a kid wearing a bikini online to a kid wearing a bikini at the water park? You don't know who's around you.
It's true.
You know, you just have
It's
to
scary.
It is, but you have to be safe with your children out in public. If she's at the house and she wants to wear a bikini in her backyard and take a picture, she's at the house. There's nobody here. And she might post it to the internet, but those men or those women, because women are too, they can't be next to her. They can't touch her. They can't see her. You know?
How does that make you feel as a mom and like watching your daughter online? How do you protect her? How does it make you feel?
Look, someone said, I'm a bus. I'm getting my nut to you, LOL.
A child in bikini, how is that even coming out from your mouth? And I also forgot to say that Mikey and Danielle, they pretended to get married in Las Vegas during this time as a publicity stunt. Why would you why would you play about things like that? And her mom was her manager. Danielle's posts, they often featured her wearing like revealing outfits and suggestive poses, which raises question about the sexualization of minors online. There's no difference between Danielle's mom and Ren Eleanor's mom, Jacqueline. It's the same thing, it's just that Ren is 4 years or 5 years, and this kind of content can attract unwanted attention from predators and can also set a very poor example for younger viewers. Danielle's father has spoken out against this exploitation, and he stated that social media companies just need to take responsibilities for allowing minors like his daughter to be used for profit without proper age verification. Currently, there are a few regulations that have been put in place to protect young people from exploitation, making it very difficult for authorities to intervene even when there are clear signs of abuse. Social media platforms often profit from these situations while ignoring the potential harm that they raise to young users. From Danielle's story, there is a pressing need for conversations about the responsibilities of parents, social media platforms, and also a society as a whole when it comes to the safeguarding of children in a world that is increasingly online. And that leads us to part 5. the way forward. Social media's body culture has raised serious concerns about the exploitation of young people and the impact that it has on its followers. Cases like Tati Chanel and Daniel Cohn highlight issues of misrepresentation, inappropriate relationship, and premature sexualization. To address these problems, we just need a multi-pronged approach. First of all, we need stricter regulations for minors in social media and entertainment. Secondly, we need better content monitoring by platform. Thirdly, we need education programs on digital literacy and online safety. Fourthly, we need mental health support for young influencers. 5, we need ethical guidelines for brands working with minors. We also need resources for parents to make informed decisions. 7, we as a culture, we need to shift away valuing appearance above everything else. And also, laws should be updated on consent and child labor in the digital age. 9, we need media literacy education in school. Recently, Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri announced new teen accounts for users under the age of 18. And this account has features like private accounts by default, restricted messaging, sleep mode during night hours, parental controls, and age-appropriate content settings. This move just aims to address growing concerns about social media's impact on young people's mental health and safety. While it's a step in the right direction, some people have argued that more stringent measures may be necessary. Creating a safer online environment for young people requires efforts from everyone. It requires efforts from lawmakers. It requires efforts from this social media platform. It requires efforts from the parents, from the educators, and from us as a society as a whole. We must prioritize the well-being of young users over profit and fame, and we must ensure that the next generation can thrive in a digital landscape that is very, very responsible. And guys, that brings us to the end of this topic. Did you guys enjoy today's topic? This is my third time recording this for you guys. It's currently 1 a.m. actually. I think I'm much better recording at night, and when I record during the day, I get distracted by a lot of things. So when I'm editing, it just does not gel, but when I record at night, I like it, I guess. But that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please, if you enjoyed this, kindly like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this video. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you so much for your continued support. Before I go, I want to say that I now have a Patreon account. I forgot to say early. I have a Patreon account now where I'll be posting more serious topics because YouTube has really been dealing with me. Like, I don't really speak about it, but like most of my videos get demonetized. The Blake Lively was demonetized. I had to fight for that. The Dance Mom was demonetized so many times. Like, I had to fight for that. Like, I have had so many videos demonetized, and recently my Mia Khalifa video got demonetized, and that one really broke my heart because that work was one of my best work, and I was just so proud. It was a proud moment. So I've created a Patreon account just to post more deep dives that I know YouTube may not like on there. And also, I know I said I was going to do an essay on the Mormon church and things like that. I'm still going to do it. Obviously, it's not something that I can work on in a week because I have so much I want to speak about. So it's not something I can work up in a week. So that being said, thank you so much for 17K subscribers. It really does mean the world to me. I'm going to keep on putting videos out until I'm done with the Mormon and the cults video. Then you guys are going to see that it will drop when it drops. But for now, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Kindly like this video if you've not. Subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends. It will really mean the world to me. I really do love each and every one of you. Thank you for adding more value to my life because this job has given me a sense of fulfillment. And even on days where I get demonetized, I still feel compelled and happy that I found something that genuinely sticks and genuinely makes me happy to do. So thank you so much. I really do love each and every one of you. Until next time, bye.